Our next guests have built a new game just for us, and it's going to be put on chain right here live on air. Sitting with us right now is Web3 Unity founder Leon Do, and working his magic on his laptop will be Zack Pelkey, co-founder of Valist. I must disclose that I contribute to Game 7 DAO, which is involved in all of this. And so I am going to be very optimistic about what is happening here today. Leon, tell me what we're going to do.
Yeah, so I'll break it down. A couple of years ago, I was trying to build these mobile games using Web3.Unity, which is the library that connects game engines to the blockchain. And I was publishing it on Apple Store and Google Play. Long story short, it took a couple of weeks, but Apple said no. So I'm like, oh man, what about Google? That took a couple weeks, but when that got approved, I was really excited. So I thought, okay, they're adopting Web3 tech. But a couple months later, it got rejected without any reason. So I figured, okay, this is a problem not just for me, but for other game developers, indie developers, game studios in the mobile space. So this problem has been going on for a while, until recently when Game 7 was established. It's basically a tool that we basically connect all the right people to build the right tech stack. So recently, we were able to build this platform that enables any game developer, Web 2 and Web 3, to publish all the way through to have some sort of, very similar to Steam, an aggregation of both Web 2 and Web 3 games.
Yeah, so I think if we can zoom out a little bit for our audience to understand, you can think of creating something like content for Instagram or TikTok and uploading it there, and then one day not having access to your account. That's kind of what you're describing here, Leon, for games.
That's exactly what's happening.
Okay, so tell me, why do we need to put this on chain? What is that going to change?
Yeah, most of it's censorship resistance, right? So the idea is, my game got shut down without any reason, I don't know why. So what we do is we have these different layers. For example, the bottom layer is using Filecoin and IPFS, which is right behind us, to store all of these games. It's a bit technical, so we have Zack here with Valist to make the onboarding really easy. So it's basically a form, right? You fill it out, but the back end is stored in a decentralized way. And then you have the top layer, which is Hyperplay, which aggregates all of the games in one place, so it's easy for the games to be found.
Tell me a little bit more about why, though. Why are we going to, what is the benefit of putting it on chain?
The benefit is, once it's on there, it's on there. No one's going to take it down. It's there forever. That's the benefit. You don't have to worry about Google or Apple flipping a switch and not knowing why. And once it's out there, it'll be on there forever. I have games that have been out for.
That is pretty incredible. All right, let's take a look at this demo now. Tell me what we're seeing. Yeah, let's take a look.
Yeah, hello. Let's jump into it. Yeah, super simple process here. Upload your game cover, add a game name. You add your website. We support 2 different types of games, browser and native. Lots of different tags. You can tag the game. Lots of different chains. All EVM compatible chains on Chainlist. So you can link any different smart contracts that you want. So like inventory contracts, going into the system requirements here, gamers need to know the system requirements, CPU, GPU. Biggest thing here though is the wine support. We're fully cross-compatible. Jumping into screenshots and stuff, you can upload a header image. Here are some of the screenshots from the game we're gonna play today. Shout out to CoinDesk. Simple description, so description for search, full description on your profile, and then we can hop on to publishing. So with the publishing, you enter the release name, and then you can enter a little bit of release notes for your players, and then the multi-platform upload form here, it's as easy as 3 steps. You're just gonna add your artifact, and then you're gonna put in your process name, and that will let MetaMask connect directly to it.
So how do you think about getting adoption of the games, right? Like it's a very exciting innovation and technology, but at the same time, gamers have actually been one of the segments of the customers who have been very anti-Web3 and they've been very vocal about it. So how do you think about getting adoption to what you're building?
Yeah, so on the top layer is Hyperplay, and Hyperplay is not just, think of it as the App Store for games, right? But it's not exclusive for Web3 games. What we do is we aggregate both Web 2 and Web 3 games together. So a lot of our users aren't even into Web3. They just have this Hyperplay application to have all of their Web 2 games in one place. So what we try to do is we try to get along with everybody.
All right, we're going to take a look at the game demo now.
Totally, yeah, let's jump into it. So this is Hyperplay, this is the main library screen here. And we're gonna go and actually download the game live that we've published now. So here's the MetaMask wallet. You have MetaMask Mobile, Wallet Connect, all of the full wallet integration. And we can actually navigate to the Hyperplay store. And again, all of these games are decentralized on-chain. Here's our game, Neon Rage. We're gonna install it. It's pulling it directly from IPFS and Filecoin, directly on-chain from Polygon. But here's also the Web 2 compatible store. So if we wanted to download Fortnite or any of our same favorite games into the same launcher, we totally could. Mac and Linux support with Wine, fully cross-platform. We're actually the first launcher on the Steam Deck. But yeah, let's launch the game and dive in here. So in this game, all of the assets are NFTs, all of the characters, all of the weapons, everything you craft are unique items that you can then even trade to somebody else. So shout out to CoinDesk. We're going to defeat the dragon and win the CoinDesk gold here and get our CoinDesk NFT for the full game. So we can battle the dragon a little bit. Now the dragon's going to chase us, the full like AI experience here. You can't let the dragon hit you or it's a one-hit kill. But we can jump off. The dragon's not very smart, so he's going to come back down. And we can kind of battle him here, and then we'll just hit him with a couple arrows. And then that's all there is to it. We just defeated our first enemy, and now we can mint the CoinDesk gold.
I really want that CoinDesk gold. You know, you talked about making the game more accessible to Web 2 audiences, but there really is a mindset change that's needed, right? There's this really negative connotation when it comes from traditional gamers talking about Web 3 games. How do we start to address that?
Yeah, we kind of think of this as a transition. So a lot of the gamers come from the Web 2 side. Launch Hyperplay, play your Web 2 games. We have the wallet, it's not mandatory. So you can slowly transition into this and kind of understand, okay, what does this do? And kind of explore it that way. It's not forced, if you want to think of it that way.
Tell me a little bit about the ownership piece. You said that you can connect your MetaMask wallet in there, you can collect a lot of NFTs. What do those do? Are those available to me only in the game?
Yeah, it's tied to your wallet. So I'll tell you another problem. Another problem is these wallets, each wallet ties to a game, or each game ties to a wallet. So the problem is if you have 10 games, you have 10 wallets, right? The idea of this platform is to say we have one wallet that can connect to all the different games. It might sound trivial for the browser, because we have things like MetaMask, but once you tap into mobile and desktop, these are problems that arise, and that's what we're trying to solve.
Zack, Leon, thank you so much for joining us. That was super fun. I hope I can play that game after the show and get that CoinDesk gold.